All right, listen to this. Boosie is out here saying Complex actually tapped in with him about doing a Verzuz. And honestly, that kind of lines up. I can definitely picture him stepping into that Verzuz arena. But hold up, the real question is, who does he even face? I mean, yeah, Boosie's catalog is big, but it hits more on that underground wave, you feel me? So now it's like, who's really a fair matchup for that? Plies? Nah, that doesn't even feel right. He's got way too many mainstream smashes. Boosie, on the other hand, barely touched the commercial charts like that. We're talking just a handful of big crossover records. Most of his heat lives deep in the streets. So yeah, picking the right opponent is everything if you want this battle to actually be worth watching. Now here's where it gets wild. He was speaking on all this while getting the facial. Girl, I'm serious. And I'm sitting here like, why do dudes feel the need to record moments like this? If you're gonna do your skincare thing, cool, do you. But why turn the camera on though? It just feels a little extra, you know what I mean? Like real extra. Still, he made it clear he's ready to go toe-to-toe with literally anybody. Now, let me try to pull this up real quick. Why does this stuff always vanish when you need it? And see, when it comes to Webby, yeah, Boosie already outgrew that matchup a long time ago.
Who would he go up against? That's the point.
Yeah, Complex Magazine called and they talked to my assistant. So I'm waiting on them to call back, see what they talk about. Shit, enough money, I rap against anybody. I ain't scared of nobody. I got bangers. Yeah, Complex Magazine called and they...
I mean, listen to this. Some people started throwing out Yo Gotti's name. Plies keeps coming up heavy, but hold up. I don't see Boosie actually beating Plies. I'm just being real with you. Boosie definitely got records, no doubt about that. But commercial hits, those hit different every single time. And that's where things get tricky for Boosie. Now, some folks even said T.I., but girl, that would be a straight up mismatch. T.I. would go crazy if his name even got floated like that, because in his mind, he's operating on a whole 50 Cent level. Then you got J. Prince Jr. getting pulled into the conversation again. We literally just talked about this yesterday. All-Star Jr. came out talking reckless like, you still running it up, Kirby, basically calling him out for folding under pressure. This all comes right after that alleged robbery situation involving Ben 10. Word is, Ben 10 walked off with some jewelry, but the twist is All-Star Jr. in the middle of all this. And I'm sitting here like, how does this guy have so much money? Is he even that big of a rapper? Like, seriously, is All-Star Jr. really like that? He's out of Detroit, right? So I had to check. Let's see if he's actually popping like that. Turns out, he's sitting at around 74,000 monthly listeners. So yeah, clearly the money's coming from somewhere outside of rap. Maybe real estate, maybe something else, who knows? But then he goes, I'm pulling the curtain back now, Mob United. And of course, J. Prince Jr.'s name pops right back up. Now it gets messy. Allegedly, he's involved with his baby mom while also raising the kid. But hold up, it looks like she's playing both sides of the fence. One minute she's with the baby's father, the next minute she's back with J. Prince. And you already know situations like that can turn dangerous real quick. This kind of stuff gets people hurt, no joke. It's messy, it's chaotic, and honestly, it's wild to watch. Then he jumps online talking about how this internet is so cap. First, he claims he pulled up to the restaurant solo to meet OG3. Cap. Says it was just for a birthday dinner. Then he goes on about not having any of his guys with him, saying everybody there was just celebrating naturally. Claims he didn't even know dude was there. Then switches it up, saying he was there for physical therapy and his aunt's birthday too. So now it's multiple birthday dinners? That's why he dressed like that? Come on now. Then he says he never harm a child and that the kid loves him, telling bloggers to chill with the narratives. Says bloggers just want clicks and don't care about truth. Claims he was raised to handle business privately. Okay, but weren't you the same one publicly chasing Tekashi and others online? Then he says this generation only understands what's posted, not what's real. Bro, you are this generation. What are you even talking about? You've been moving recklessly online for years. I remember when old footage surfaced and J. Prince had to step in and get it taken down because he was flashing guns online. That's not new behavior. His dad has been trying to keep him in check forever. Then he goes on about how silence makes you look guilty when the story's one-sided. Says sometimes you have to speak up to clear your name. Honestly, his dad has to be frustrated watching him keep dragging the family into drama like this. Then he wraps it up saying he'll sit down soon to clear the air on everything, sends a get well message to Ben and Ron, and tells them to stay strong. But at this point, you won't believe this. It just feels like he's a walking disaster trying way too hard to be his father. That's really what it comes down to. He's chasing that image so bad. But let's be real, you not your dad. And somehow we ended up getting finessed twice in this whole situation. He keeps circling back to this Gucci Mane situation, and honestly, it's still not adding up.
Trying to turn into the ring and shit for her. I know why Shiesty robbed you. If he did. Cause he didn't think you were gonna tell on him, fool. He thought you was street like I did.
Hold up. You can't just run with that narrative like that. You already know the comments are about to be flooded with people saying, oh, Gucci snitch, just look at the paperwork. But listen to this. When your property gets stolen and it's insured, you're supposed to report it. That's how that works. And let's be real, there were probably other people involved who actually pointed fingers behind the scenes. So the idea that Pooh Shiesty pulled that move because he thought Gucci wouldn't speak up? Come on, that logic doesn't even hold up. That just sounds off. Now, Little Scrappy stepped in and had something to say about the whole situation. And he basically made it clear Gucci isn't just out here saying that. That's not how he moves. And honestly, that's exactly why this whole situation got everybody confused right now.
Hard ass be thinking like Gucci told, cause they ain't never really been through that. They think they been through something cause they been shot or went to jail. But nah, you gotta be in the circumstances to understand what he going through, to understand what he did. I don't believe Gucci told. Gucci ain't that kind of dude. I don't care how old he get, Gucci ain't that kind of dude at all. Everybody, they hear the false, the lie, and they love to blow the lie up. But when the truth come out, they don't say shit. Like when the truth come out, they ain't gonna say, oh, I was one of them lame saying Gucci snitch. There's gonna really be a lame sitting there gonna keep his mouth shut when he find out Gucci didn't say nothing. They gonna be sitting there like,
listen to this. That's definitely pointing toward Big Bank, especially since he already unfollowed Gucci Mane. I'm telling you right now, it's about to be a wave of people moving just like that. And honestly, he's not wrong for calling it how he sees it. Yo, Scrappy really ain't capping on this one. He's actually speaking straight facts here.
y'all the problem with the world today. Only them super thug hard ass be thinking like Gucci told. Cause they ain't never really y'all spread more rumors and y'all more messy than women. It ain't even the women. Y'all got more hole in y'all blood than anything. For real, I'm telling you. Y'all got a name in y'all mouth and y'all talking about it every day. Cause it get you clicks or it get you paid on Instagram or YouTube or something. Y'all lamer than y'all more whole than old. Y'all be out there talking about a whole nother man. A whole nother man. You a man talking about a whole nother man.
Now hold up. He is sitting there talking about people too. Let's not act brand new. Go back to his old life. He was calling out Chaotic 305 and a bunch of others. So yeah, let's not play both sides and act different now. But I will say this. The first part he said was actually on point. We just gotta wait and see how this plays out. Then he starts talking about being a zillionaire. Like, what does that even mean for real? And now people are saying he fell off. But I'm like, fell off from what exactly? He really only had one major song, so how do you even fall off when you barely got on? I'm not gonna lie, that part just doesn't add up to me.
Where I come from, I already won, ain't know why I can fell off. I can start with nothing, can't lose. What you saying I could fell off? Can't fall off when you start with nothing, you already won. Anything, now it's just extras, my brother. I can't lose, man. Every day I wake up and I walk with God, man. I already won, and I come from living with the things. There ain't no such thing falling out. Come this far, I ain't no losing. I can't fall off. We already did the impossible.
All right, listen to this. I'm about to say something, and I already know some of y'all are not going to agree with me. I'm telling you straight up. He never really got on. He just didn't. Yeah, he got signed to Yo Gotti, and Gotti clearly thought he had next. He dropped that track Back to the South, right? I remember it clear as day. And this wasn't even that long ago. We're talking like a year or two back. So Yo Gotti signs him, then does what he always does. He jumps on the record himself. Same move he pulled with YSG. You know the pattern. But here's the problem. The song just didn't take off. It just didn't hit like that. I remember hearing it and thinking, wait, this is the one? It barely moved the needle. We're talking like 2 million streams with Gotti on it. Meanwhile, the original version did around 5 million. Nah, that's not a breakout. When a record really goes, you know it goes. You need at least 10 million to even start that conversation, minimum. And it didn't even reach that. And that's okay, but let's be honest about it. That just means he still had room to grow. So how can you fall off if you never fully popped? That's how I see it. Now let's look at someone else under CMG for comparison. You got Big Boogie, right? Let's check his numbers. This dude is actually moving. He's pulling like 3.5 million monthly listeners, and some of his tracks are really doing numbers. One of them hit like 68 million streams. That's what being on looks like. And I'm not even gonna lie, I barely knew dude like that at first, but clearly he's got motion. You might not know every track, but he's got multiple songs hitting 14 million and 24 million. That's consistency. He's built a fan base that really works for him. So yeah, that's where I'm at with it for now. We'll tap back in with more updates in a bit. This is your guy JT News checking in. I appreciate everybody rocking with me. Much love for real. I've only been back about a week, so things should start leveling out again. You know how the algorithm gets weird when you disappear for a minute, especially if you leave the country, it starts acting funny. But we are getting back in rhythm this week. Make sure y'all subscribe, share this video, and hit that like button. I appreciate every single one of y'all. Much love always, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.